No. I can see me.
No. Okay. Well, this is what happens. Apologies for the technical issues. It's my first time in a while streaming. So, yeah, welcome. So, today we have Barnaby, James, and myself. And James is going to talk us through what we're going to do today.
I'm just dumping it on me. So, last time, I should not share my screen yet.
Yeah.
So this is where we got to the end of last time. We've got a load balancer up and running. We've got some, we've got a back end with some unhealthy things. Got some unhealthy nodes, and the question of how do we fix it? We fully opened up our networking to this instance thing last time, and that fixed it. So there's obviously some networking stuff that has to go on. I did a little bit of debugging last time.
I mean, we're not just going to leave our network fully open so our load balancer can get in.
I mean, we probably are going to have to in the end because of the way that pass-through load balancers work. I think that's what it ended up making. There's this massive documentation page where health check probes live at an IP address, and you have to allow that IP address through for it to work. Luckily, though, we don't have to type in the IP address, hope that AWS doesn't change it, because Terraform has a block that pulls the IP addresses fast. It is a net block IP ranges. And then there's even this one, which has the health check IP ranges as a thing.
Legacy.
I don't know why it's legacy HCS.
Maybe they've already changed it.
Legacy may be the old. Yeah, legacy health check, which isn't what we're doing. We're doing HTTPS. So. Maybe a question, maybe a level of like, what does this actually hold? Because this doc doesn't actually give us anything useful.
It's just an extension of the API docs, essentially, most of the time.
Yeah, let's add it and see what happens. I have some code here. We have our data blocks. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a range type as well. Yes, you specify what range, and then that puts here. So I need to work out what range. Can I do all of it? Or we just want the non-legacy health checks. Defaults to cloud net blocks, the following range types are supported. So it's just health checkers. Oh, yeah. Or we can do legacy style. So we want health checkers, because I hope we've not built a legacy thing. My compressor is compressing me.
Yeah, your compressor is aggressively compressing you.
Oh, we've lost James.
I think I told him to uncompress his compressor. He's probably pressed the button that has triggered a software reset.
He's back.
I can see you again.
Wait, but can you hear him?
I can hear him and see him. You might need to, but it's just me and you on stream at the moment, Wale.
Yeah, I've added him.
Let me refresh the.
Okay, yeah. He's coming back. Talk. Say something.
He's just going to relog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see Barnaby. No, Wale though. Oh.
Can you see him now on the stream?
Yeah, we got three on the stream. I don't know. You two can see each other.
I can see Wale. Hopefully you can see me.
Yeah, you're back for me as well, and I've added you back.
Cool. I have no idea what happened there. My entire computer was like, I'm just going to freeze up.
It wasn't me this time, so that's all I'm
Yeah, that was there. Okay, so anyway, we're changing this to health checkers. And I'm tempted just to output and just see what happens to begin with.
Yeah, it's nice. We can see the whole data structure and see which bits we actually care about.
Yeah, that was my thought. Do I have autocorrect? I do.
I wonder if all of them come from the same server or if they just use the same IP. I guess.
It's so it's an IP range. So it's like a /16 range or something.
So yeah, that'll be split across
Yeah.
the various data centers and availability zones.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. I could run this locally. Oh, someday I'll remember that I can't do that. Or I'll fix it. One of the two. What am I in? GCP Nomad. GCP base.
Marley, are you currently on Windows as well?
No, I haven't really transferred anything over to Windows. I've just installed Steam on that computer and then have done nothing else.
Okay. I was just wondering because of what he's going through right now. I was like, are you there as well? Are you going?
That's because I've like partially set up GPC signing, but only partly.
Wow.
Yeah, I need to export all of my passwords to OnePass so it's not platform specific, and then I'll set up that PC. I think my goal with that PC is to have everything I set up on it set up through code, so I can just wipe it and rebuild it and don't have to care.
Good luck on Windows.
Learn how to PowerShell.
The other thing to do is you can set up your home directories so they link to files on a different device. So documents, desktop, all those things you can link to another hard drive. So everything by default goes onto that other hard drive and just like wipe and your entire computer. And that is how I ended up with 600 gigs worth of downloads after not deleting my downloads folder for 10 years.
I only have one drive in it at the moment, so not really an option.
So this is the output. So it's just
cider
blocks, IPs. No, IPs is what I've done. Cider blocks, IPv4. Nice and easy.
Nice.
I wonder if they're going to move on to V6 at some point.
Probably. Okay, so then I go to load balancer. No. In the firewalls, this one. Data. Health checks. Why? Why WhatsApp? I told you to go away.
Sorry, your computer's really not playing ball today.
Maybe you should buy.
This is going to make things go weird.
Wow, James, what's going on today?
Cool. It's fine. Things mostly worked.
Yeah, wait. I can still see the mirror and stuff.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
It moves Streamlabs across as well, I guess.
No, it changed what screen 1 was. And that's what Streamlabs. It's not connected to the physical stream. It's connected to it's not connected to the physical screen. It's connected to the software screen. So because I changed how they link, it then went weird. That's fine. Okay, but now this isn't my main screen anymore. So Windows is going to confuse me, but other than that, it's fine. So this should be all we need. Source ranges, health checks IP, and that should give us the correct health IP addresses. Oh, I want to go with the output actually.
You don't want it just sitting in our TFC forever.
Not really.
I mean, don't worry, we'll create tickets to tidy up.
We haven't looked at any of those. We haven't looked at any of those tickets.
That was that was a joke.
Okay. I mean, you can. If I now alt tab, it doesn't do it on my main screen. It does it on another screen because of how the main screens are set up.
I think with the Macs, it alt tabs wherever your is considered the active screen, which is quite nice.
Whereas this, it's always the main screen, which is quite nice, I suppose, for streaming because it means you guys can't see what else is on my computer. Which actually is probably something I should have done a while ago for like security and stuff. Okay.
Luckily, we're not high enough resolution for that really to matter.
And then
because I can barely read the screen right now.
that one.
IPv4.
You barely read my screen. Do you need me to zoom in more?
No, it's not that. It's the blurriness.
Well, hopefully the stream can read what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's fine on stream. It's readable.
Yes. Oh my god.
No pressure, guys. No pressure. Because this one is so zoomed in, even though it's a bit blurry, I can still read everything on this one.
Yeah, that's why I was like, do you need me to zoom in more?
No, but then with this one, I'm not sure if it make a difference, as in on the page itself.
If I made it this big, it'd probably be required to do any work, but... Yay, what a change. Yeah, because it's a 22 and a 16 IP range. I don't know how quickly this changes.
I think.
I mean, it's still updating.
Well, last time when we were on there, I think it has its own timing.
We configured it in Terraform. I think it's a 10-second interval. The checks.
That's your status. Where's the thing here? Probably.
So the rationale is we didn't need it to be going all the time, as I assume there's some kind of cost what's behind this, but I have to check out the billing at some point and go through what it is that's costing us.
I assumed. I mean, this load balancer is not particularly cheap. It hasn't broken our budget, but it's.
It would eat into it.
Well, there's a question of like, do we just put a static IP address somewhere? Over.
Just
Do we put
like Nginx, a box with Nginx on it, something like that.
Or Traefik.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just literally have a box that's your entry point.
I'm pro Traefik.
The issue with Nginx is it's really hard to debug if you don't know what you're doing. I haven't messed with Traefik, maybe just as hard. This year, I was hoping this instance group, so I tried to just move this instance group. I was hoping that would be like immediate.
Yeah.
Traefik was also very hard to debug. Yeah.
I haven't really messed with either of them for so long. I remember setting up Nginx and doing some fairly rudimentary things in it, and it being fine. But it was kind of, I think debugging was just changing the config, restarting it, and it
that's good.
Yeah, the issue. Okay, that is move the client. The issue I've had is like Nginx and Kubernetes. Like there's just a lot going on there.
So Kubernetes networking gets very complicated very quickly.
At least you're trying it. I don't see myself trying it anytime soon.
What, Kubernetes networking?
Yeah, it's long.
It's not worth it.
I think if you get really into it, you can do some cool stuff with it, but it takes a long time to get to the point where you can do cool stuff easily.
I mean, that is Kubernetes in a nutshell. Okay, I have removed and re-added the server. Still unhealthy.
I feel like it might just take some time.
I'm also just going to check something.
I didn't log into Zero Trust at the beginning, so I don't want to.
These are different IPs than what I was messing with. So these IPs are wrong.
So where's he getting them from?
The data block's not giving us what we want.
Yeah. This health checkers is the wrong. Maybe we do want.
Do we have a legacy health checkers after all?
Corresponds to IP addresses used for legacy style health checkers used by network load balancing.
That's exactly what we're using.
Who'd have thought reading the thing explains the thing?
Overrated.
Indeed.
Data.
It's always kind of the old adage, like instruction manuals. Like you read the instruction manual and then nothing sort of as a last resort when it's all gone wrong.
Yep. Don't learn if you read the instruction manual.
Can save a lot of time though.
Oh my god. Because I've been dealing with a Mac keyboard I've been dealing with a US keyboard layout for a long time. And even if I just like click the wrong button, this keyboard turns into a US layout. It just
maybe just commit, just go full US. Then you don't have to switch back and forth all the time.
Nah, it's fine. I just need to train my brain to know instinctively what I'm on. I don't want this.
Do you use the same keyboard for work as well?
Yeah. Well, when I'm at home.
Oh, and with your bed. So it will take you a while to get used to it then.
Like twice a week. But I'm connected to a VDI. So it depends on that VDI. And I can click a button and change my keyboard to Japanese layout, which uses US punctuation. Name must start with letters or underscores and may contain only letters.
It's a different data.
Oh, there's a space. I missed up and there's a space at the end. This is why you don't rush.
Don't need the space. Might as well write minor update.
What do you fix? Well, that's semantic versioning.
1.61.
Yeah, we need to
we have
an update.
We haven't updated tab for a while.
Because what's it on now? 110?
Probably.
Yeah, I just realized that because my client is actually on 1.73 is the highest, but because this is an enterprise, so the version of the enterprise is only up to 1.73. So in my head, 1.73 is the latest.
196.
It's enterprise. Is enterprise really 1.7? Not is it the
No,
same?
so it depends on how they update it. So if they update enterprise on the regular, then they would be on the, they'll be able to upgrade to the latest Terraform version.
It's your clients not upgrading, not Hashi, not rolling out enterprise later. So this is, I remember with like console in the cloud and an HTTP console, I think there's a couple of major versions behind.
Yes, that could be it as well. It might not be that. Yeah.
So the benefit of 1.9 is you get functions. That's the only one that I'm like, that's the reason to update to 1.9. But our workspaces aren't centrally managed really, so it's actually quite a pain to update everything. Maybe we should centrally manage these all at some point.
We'll create a ticket for that as well.
You're in a real administration mood.
Look, I set it up correct and it immediately worked.
Yes.
But if I go to this public IP address and go to 4646, it doesn't work yet. So one of the interesting things I found out is that because of the original load balancer, we need to give it the IP address we want to connect to it. So our home IP addresses or just the internet IP address or whoever we want to like ultimately connect to the server needs network connection to it. It's not just we connect to the load balancer connects to the service, which is fine. And I think it makes the load balancer maybe cheaper per connection because the connection doesn't really cost anything.
It's also probably more of a security thing. If you were setting this up for, say, a company and the company had a VPN, you just set up to the range that the VPN could take and stuff like that.
Yeah. So for now, oops. I think we're just talking about decommitting the internet.
Yeah.
Save us dosing ourselves with.
And I don't have VPN turned on anyway, so if it works for me, it's working. Oh, but then that means I won't be able to log in because no vault.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's not hugely useful.
But it's useful for when we're playing games.
Yeah, I think personally I want to keep console, Vault, and Nomad access away from the firewall. And this firewall will point to traffic, and then traffic routes to services we want to be set on the internet, or traffic can do things like you can do Nomad token for traffic control. Like, traffic has some authorization within it. So actually we can set a traffic gate for things we want authentication in front of.
Sure. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, error.
Of course there's an error.
Does not like the 0, no? Or the merge. Can't read.
There's a list of 3 things for elements.
Merge. Must be maps or objects.
Concats?
Yeah, concats for lists, merges for objects. I had this the other way around the other day.
Oh my god. Yep. I'd certainly realise with all the Terraform I had to write, like recently, I am so bad at writing Terraform. I know everything I need to do and how to do it in Terraform. What can be done in Terraform, how to do it in Terraform. But I think 90% of Terraform code I write fails one way or another the first time I try it. It's just really funny.
It takes a long time. Like, there's knowing something's possible using a technology, and then there's knowing exactly how to do it. And knowing something's possible is all you really need these days to get get things done because you can just Google it or whatever. But you will be considerably quicker if you know exactly how it's done off the rip.
I was thinking it's the difference between like a
It
senior engineer and a senior Terraform engineer.
It worked. HTTPS. Yay.
Cool. No. Nomad, yeah. So evolve.
Your redirect won't work, I would have thought, because it would redirect from.
Give us a token. Give us a token.
Nomad.
Yeah.
You'll have to give us a token then.
Well, we don't want Nomad. Like Nomad isn't like we don't want any of this stuff. Like
yeah. So that means on Saturday now we don't need to be on VPN for us to play games.
There's a few things we need to do before then.
I'd say also this isn't pointing to the server that we spin up for Saturday.
Yeah, so the next thing we need to do, really, as much as we said Traefik, and maybe we'll get there, is we're not loading anything into this instance group currently. We are manually putting something into test. So really, we need to get it so on client start, it goes into the instance group.
Oh, makes sense.
I don't know how to do that.
There'll be a GCP part of the spin up command for an EC2. On EC2, God, I've been embedded into AWS and starting a Google Compute box. The startup command to be able to add an instance group.
I would hope so. So in my crazy start script, it's compute instances create.
Can we just go onto the GCP console itself and pretend you want to spin up an instance and then add all of that in there, and that will give you the commands?
Yes.
Yes.
I could also just look to see if this list has. It's got a node group, which I assume is different.
How did we add the instance last time? Was it just
by going to the instance group and going add?
Yeah, I guess is it just from instance group to server is the mapping, or can we map back the other way?
That is the question. Okay, nothing in the server makes me think I can.
So as in like if you actually go into instance and pretend you want to create a brand new instance.
Yeah, I looked at editing it since it already existed.
Could we add like the app group or identity and API access? Could we use those to put it in the instance group?
Sorry, what was that?
Could we use like the service API access to link it to the instance group?
Yes. Oh, it's unmanaged is what we've made. Oh yeah. Okay, so an instance group can just be like an auto-scaling group. That's fun. So while I wanted me to create a VM and see if there's anything here.
Yep.
Oh, they've changed the UI.
They?
Yeah, there's all this stuff. It used to just be like a massive long list.
A while.
So nothing I can see is asking about instance groups. So I don't think a box can be put automatically into it.
Would we have to look at? I don't know what's the Google equivalent of lambdas? Are they just No draw calls and functions.
No. So in Nomad, we're already creating a script that starts the server. All we need to do is once it's started, put it into the instance group.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're already running commands. Oh, there we go. It's literally that. So that gives me the output. Add instance. Instance group name is
Nomad client, I think.
Put that way. Yes. Nomad clients. Oops. Zone.
It's surely in the script above, right?
Eesh. He's gone.
We were joking about you having the bad internet.
Me or James?
We were James and I were joking about you having the bad internet.
Yeah.
You passed it around.
And guess what? He was the one sharing his screen as well. So, yeah. So how was your day?
Messing with console connect today, or trying to was it console admin partitions?
Console. Oh, okay. Nice. James, you will have to share your screen again, and I can't hear you.
It's just quiet.
It's not my fault.
Okay, we can hear you now.
I have an idea of what's happening, and if I remember by next time, I'll fix it. But we'll see. So this is output. Is just we're already JQing the output, so I can see everything about the output. We just need to go and see what is happening.
Is our zone not already variabilized in the script, or does it just take it as default?
I've just hard coded it. You can see it too.
Fair enough.
Nice and hard coded. Oh, I've not got any jobs. Okay, let's just create a new job.
Test.
Might as well see what the output is.
340%. Our resource allocation or like sizing for these jobs is a little bit off.
Yeah, it's fine.
Work in progress.
I forgot it gave the funny logs with sort of a letter a line.
It's more than a letter, like deload. There we go. So this is everything we get. So this is the JQ, and we're looking for the instance ID, instance name, which actually we pass an instance name. We know that. That's this. I forget the GCP is lovely and uses everything by like names instead of random IPs that define randomly.
I think that's just AWS that does the random IDs.
Yeah, I know.
Sure uses names.
This is me being in AWS too much and disliking it. So I think this client will now attach to the client. So let's try. So let's edit our definition. Paste that in there. Plan that.
Kill the old one, spin out the new one.
I already called the other one. DCO. I'm going to use. Point on the factory start.
Yeah, it won't do anything unless we logged on, but yeah, it's probably not worth spinning it up.
It's probably not particularly good for it to load and then keep turning off and loading the same save.
Do you not want to really test if we can corrupt our save data?
Not really.
Notification just came in for the server that you're about to delete. Oh, that it just came up. As it didn't just come up.
This is the new one, demo.
New one's open.
Oh,
It's up and already connected to the
Yeah.
node group.
that's crazy. That's cool.
It's not going to be healthy because that port isn't set. But if we gave it if we run Traefik now and gave it a Traefik port, then that should be happy.
Nice.
So, should we try and load Traefik?
Yes.
I think it was under core. Yeah, Traefik. So, this is Traefik code I wrote before.
A while back.
This was a while. Yeah, this is Minecraft stuff. I'm going to delete the Minecraft because no, I'm going to leave the Minecraft. So this hit on 8080. So that's really where the load balance needs to live. Even though this is really bad because that should be
8,000.
Oh no, it should be defined by these because these HTTP and API are these two. That they should be hard coded, but that's fine. Oops. Also, I think they want to use Traefik Hub now, even though it's kind of similar. And
my understanding of Traefik Hub is for open source, it's not particularly different, but
yeah,
if you want to upgrade to enterprise, you have a gentler upgrade path, whereas previously you had to tear everything down and restart, whereas it can be kind of almost a different product stack.
Yeah.
Because you had a controller and then your proxies. Traefik Hub is you have your distributed, and you just give it a license file and it unlocks more features. Similar to kind of the hashy stuff, you can just change to an enterprise binary and give it a license file and it will carry on from where you are. What's it complaining about? Traefik.
Oh, you can't read it as well.
No.
One unplaced. Oh, there we go. Console.
What do you think the error is?
Yes. I've had this before. So you can change the provider to Nomad instead for now.
The actual issue is our update the packet is fixed it. Well, I don't actually know if it's fixed it or not, but I haven't changed it yet.
Sorry.
We need to mess with our packet a little bit.
Okay. Did this volume just change for you as well, Barry?
Yeah, weird audio.
Yeah.
It's got weird audio now.
You're back to normal. It dipped out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what the hell's all my stuff?
You've got a ghost in your computer.
Actually, I know what's the issue with that. I turned off hardware acceleration for Chrome, and is it not service? Type?
Hmm?
What's the service thing changed to Nomad?
Is it not provider? Or let me just check that.
Driver?
It is provider. I didn't want to have to spell provider, but it is provider. Ooh. Oh, yeah.
2.2.
Oh, you can't, in Podman, you can't just do this in Nomad.
Yeah, I think can you not just use Traefik and then you would just pick the latest instead for now for the testing sake?
Podman doesn't route to hub.docker.io by default. If you use Podman, you have to give it the full URL.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I wonder if at some point, well, I guess we could do it. It might be worth looking into setting up like our own internal registry.
I would like to get Harbor set up. I think that would be quite fun.
So that we have copies of the images that we care about. We could even scan them and start improving our security posture.
The issue then is we're starting to spin up bigger services, so our infrastructure may struggle a little bit.
I wonder if the storage behind Harbor might be a bit. I just want the neatest way to scan. We could probably get a Nomad job set up that spun up an instance to do the scanning on, scanned and then killed it.
Just docker.io, docker.com,
docker.hub. What is it? Hub.
No, it's hub.docker. Oh wait, that's not going to work. That's not going to work, is it?
Probably can't egress, right?
Well, no, I didn't put a owner. Does this ever work? Well, yeah, no, yeah, you can just saying use Traefik. But it's Traefik.
That URL looks a bit weird. It looks like you've got a space for us.
Oh yeah, there's a. It's an official Docker thing, which means it's probably library. I think it's like that. This is like an issue I have with Docker. It's so just like, oh, you don't want to use actual Docker? We're going to mess with you.
I was trying to think of Docker running on this machine. It's been ages since I messed around with Docker. docker.io.library/Traefik.
It's different to what I had. I had hub.
Oh, that's what I got pulled from Docker. When I pull the image, that's the address it gives me.
Unauthorized request. Authorization required. This is probably a version issue. They've probably turned that version off.
No, it's because our Nomad is secured. So right now we're using Nomad. So right now we're using Nomad as provider. So which means Traefik needs to be able to talk to Nomad.
This is just trying to pull down a Docker image.
Oh, I'm just going based on what you just said. But I've had this issue as well. So after you've actually pulled down the Docker image itself,
we are failing to pull the image.
Okay, then I'll wait for that. I can't read. I'm just going based on what you're saying. So, but that's going to be also a problem.
There's the error. I don't know what to... Oh, I'm spelling library wrong. That's also an issue. If only one could spell, it would make everything so much easier.
Yeah, it does help sometimes.
Oh, well, that's what I'm going to edit the firewall to be 8080.
Oh, interesting. The image, like when you describe an image, it doesn't tell you where it's actually pulled from.
It'll be a tag, probably. I realized I probably shouldn't let traffic out to the internet. So while I am connected to the system, that's because traffic is, I think, fully open by default. Why? What's traffic's like base URL?
So in Traefik, you also have to tell it provider is nomad.
Traffic's up and working.
Can you see the errors though?
Sorry, console isn't working. We want the provider to be console. That's because they can't localize console because console's not up on this box.
Okay, have you been able to actually access Traefik?
I don't know what its URL is.
Index?
So it would be the client. Should be the client that the job was deployed onto. So
Yeah.
The client's behind the
dashboards
group. /dashboard.
Yeah, try that. Oh, so try HTTPS as well because we do have.
I should probably just read the TOML file I've set up. HTTP 800. It's also 801. Catalog endpoint HTTP on 8500. Oh, that's console.
Yeah.
There we go. For whatever reason, the API is dash UI. Look, it's graphic. It's set up and working happy.
Let's see. HTTP.
This is HTTP. Yeah.
No, sorry. There's the HTTP menu there.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, you want to go into it?
Yeah. Okay.
It looks like I can go /API, but
okay, that's cool. That works.
Though this means the health checks I need to set are. Well, yeah, we don't want anyone accessing this UI because this UI you can do a lot of things. We should probably set up some sort of authorization.
We can do basic auth. We can do GCP. Vault.
Oh,
Let's see if we can do Vault. Since we're using Vault already.
So,
basic auth powered by Vault.
Is this never going to be exposed externally? So if it is, we'd have to expose our Vault externally as well.
I think this screen should be access to this is private. And actually, I think similar to what our one of the clients is doing, which I think actually I think it's by default, is make it so you can't actually edit this, even if you can get onto it, which I don't think you actually can. Like you shouldn't. This is a screen to see what's going on and debugging. So this should be local and left it at that. So the next thing we need to do really is fix console. So this can pull in, because I had the Minecraft up.
I've got 8 minutes. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Try and fix console, okay. Well, we can try.
I can't remember why it was broken.
Well, we're certainly not running on the latest version of the thing. So let's, okay. First things first, I'm going to steal the definition that works. I'm going to then stop you. I'm going to start a new job. You're up in caps now. I'm going to use the latest thing, the thing that I made, which is we can set up package channel. So this will pull the latest image we've built, which I can't remember if it worked on console and had other issues or what was actually going on with this. But let's find out. I think there was a reason why I didn't promote it. That I just got distracted. This is 71 is up.
What version does that matter? Because
Well, console.
yeah,
1.18.2.
Maybe we're setting up another Nomad job, which is like debug server to spin up a Packer image with the SSH metadata attached.
So what you can do is you can make Nomad actions, and we can actually have an action that adds the metadata to the service of that running cluster, which would be like the really fancy way of doing it. Like click a button and you get the and it adds it for you.
Did we set? We were setting up auto join on this, weren't we, or was that another project?
Yes, we were setting up auto join with
config.
Terraform.
Auto config revolt.
That was the last thing we decided to do.
It's all starting to blur into one, all the different hashy projects.
The problem with doing is the problem with doing something for a client. And I realized the other day I've currently got 4 different IDPs going around in my head, which is not useful in any way of knowing what any of them are actually doing.
Sounds like you need a platform of platforms to consolidate them.
No, because they're all owned by different things. So and everyone's doing things slightly differently. So it's not even like I can just be like, oh yes, this is what I'm doing. So console failed.
I don't remember getting the auto join working nicely, so I imagine that will do auto config.
So can you add the less at the end of it so we can see it properly?
Do you like the nice wrapped line?
The cert doesn't. The CA doesn't exist. That's what we decided. That's what we did. We changed the way our certs worked.
Do our certs go to Vault on this cluster, or do they go to elsewhere?
Certs are, yes, that's what we're going to do. Our certs are currently sent via files.
Real janky answer thing. Yeah.
So maybe next week we can move our certs to Vol, and well, I'm not here next week. Maybe next week you two can move our certs to Vol.
Yeah,
and
That's fine.
Build like a bootstrap script, because actually even this bash script,
we can just set up vaults via CA. Yeah.
But it's the you either need to edit this bash script to pull the CA from Vault,
yeah,
or like we're doing on a current client, making a cloud init to load in this file ourselves.
Yeah, I think do similar to what we're doing on client. Get Packer to build a bootstrap script that will reach out to Vault, use the authenticate via GCP, and then pull it.
This loads in node pool, so you'll have to do it alongside how this works, but that should be fun. Because this loads in stuff at runtime.
But I guess we can, because it's an agent configuration, right? That we want a console client, Nomad client rather. So we can set up all the console stuff up to be managed through init scripts, and then just let Nomad do these bits.
Well, that sounds like a. Well, I mean, it works. We've got Traefik up,
and that was quick as well.
Well, I have the code, and then it's kind of a case of like now we need to work out how we want to use it, and we need to health check, and then the game servers actually need the port specified in the load balancer as well if you want to do fancy stuff. So there's a level of like, for every game, there's going to be some level of like hard coding or like adding an IP address and how do we lock it down and stuff. But
cool. Do you want to outro Swallows? You got all the buttons.
You have the power.
Yeah. I mean, today was fun. So don't forget to follow us on all our social media, Twitch, and like us on YouTube as well. Until next time. Bye bye.
All the things.
It's fun. He's been doing it for almost a year now.
You follow on Twitch. You subscribe on YouTube.
Yes.
And some form of bell also on YouTube.
You like on YouTube as well.
You can like. You can also comment and share.
Anyways, thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.